This is Jarrod Horak for the RunawayHorse.com. I'm going to do a couple videos this week. I'm going to do a Kentucky Oaks 2020 points race, the Silverbulletday Stakes, and then in my next video I'm going to look at the LeCompte Stakes, a Kentucky Derby 2020 points race. Now if you're interested in my full card analysis, you can find that at the RunawayHorse.com. Also on my New York page I have free stakes picks from New York. My California page, weekly updates from Santa Anita Park. I have stakes recaps and track profile, things like that, each and every week on that page. And then my Kentucky Derby 2020 page, you can read my Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks blogs. I just updated my Oaks blog a few days ago, and I'm going to be updating my Kentucky Derby blog after this video, and I'm going to have that up on the site as well. But let's jump into this video. It's going to be Fairgrounds Race 12. This is for Saturday, January 18th, 2020. The Silverbulletday Stakes, $150,000 stakes race for 3-year-old fillies. And they're going to be traveling 1 mile and 70 yards on the main track. And this is a Kentucky Oaks 2020 points race. Number 1, Tempers Rising. I think she has a shot to hit the board for trainer Dallas Stewart. She's improving. She's finished in the top 3 in all 5 starts. Broke her maiden in the slop at Churchill Downs last time. She has a decent finishing kick, and I think she can rally for a piece of this. The 2, Past the Plate. She's going to have to prove herself on dirt. All 3 of her races were in turf routes. Back-to-back wins. I think they're just taking a shot in here to see if she can handle dirt. If she doesn't handle dirt, they can just go back to the turf course. But if she does do well, maybe she goes on the road to Kentucky Oaks. Number 3, Ursula will probably be a pace factor in her 3 dirt sprints. She was rallying from off the pace first time out, but she didn't really get involved. She worked her way up from 6th to 3rd and then fell back again. And then second time out ran a much better race, showed better speed, won easily. And then in the slop last time in the L'Atelier Memorial Stakes, she was second behind a runaway winner in a 5-horse field. So now she stretches out, Tappett's Desire. She could get the distance, but she's going to have a class test, a distance test in here. We'll have to see how good she is. The 4, His Glory. She's one that should be up on the pace, and I think she needs to be, because if you look at her form in her 6 starts, when she's gotten up on the pace, that she's run well, and when she hasn't run well. She didn't handle the slop, it didn't seem like last time out in the Goldenrod, but then she didn't handle the mud second time out either, so maybe she just doesn't like a wet track. But on a fast track, she has 4 starts with 2 wins, a 2nd and a 3rd, and she won an optional claiming route going wire to wire at Churchill Downs in October. She broke her maiden, practically going wire to wire, 5 furlong debut. So she's got speed, and I think if she can get up on the pace, she could be dangerous for trainer Tom Amoss. Number 4, Maga Sweet, 20 to 1. Number 5 is Maga Sweet. She's 20 to 1 winning line. She didn't run well on her first 2 starts on the main track. They switched her to a turf sprint, and she stalked the pace and won nicely last time. So now she's back to the main track. She's going to have to run much better than she did in her first 2 main track races. And this is also her first start around 2 turns. The 6, Finite, your 6 to 5 morning line favorite. She has good early pressing speed. She's run 5 times. She's won 3 of those races, and she's finished second twice. And her 2 second place finishes were in her first 2 starts. Dirt sprints at Saratoga, she finished second both times. Turf sprint at Kentucky Downs, easily broke the maiden going wire to wire, and then back on the main track in longer races at Churchill Downs in her last couple against Stakes Company. The Rags to Riches Stakes, 1 mile around 1 turn. She tracked the pace, she won by 6. The Goldenrod Stakes on a sloppy track last time out, stalked the pace, won nicely, held on by 3/4 of a length. So she's got the ability to set the pace if she needs to, but she probably won't in this spot. She'll probably stalk the pace and try to get first run. A 7, Portrait looks like a solid contender for trainer Brad Cox. She was the post-time favorite in all 3 starts, and she ran well all 3 times. First time out, she rallied from 7th to finish 3rd in a turf 1-mile turf race at Ellis Park. Moved her to the main track second time out, added blinkers, 7 furlongs from the outside post. She got up on the pace, she ran off the screen, she won by 12 lengths. Last time, the Pocahontas, a grade 2 at Churchill at 1 mile and a 16th. She stalked the pace, and she kind of ran in place. She finished a flat 3rd. She was ducking in the stretch. She flattened out a bit. But now they've laid her off. She still has plenty of upside. She's only run 3 times, so she's one that could easily improve, and I like her tactical speed. And then number 8, She Can't Sing, rounds out the field. She's run 4 times. She's won 1 time, and she almost had 2 wins in her debut. In a turf route, she was second by a nose, rallying from off the pace. She was 4th, second time out in a turf route, And then at Churchill Downs on the main track in her third career start, slow early, fast late, she set the pace, she won easily. And then in the Goldenrod, in the slop last time, she was a flat fourth in an 8-horse field. Now, looking at her main track victory, as I said, it was slow early, fast late. That's typical of how turf races are run, and she started her career on turf. So I still think that maybe overall she could be better on turf. She's not going to set the pace in here. There's just no way from the outside post. She's not going to get away like she did in her maiden win. She's going to have to come from off the pace. Her task isn't impossible, but I just don't really know where she fits at this point in her career. So right now, these are my top 4 in this race. Tempers Rising is my 4th choice, number 1. Like that one to at least hit the board. The 4, His Glory, is my 3rd choice. Has a shot if she can get up on the pace. The 6, Finite, your morning line favorite, is my 2nd choice. She's definitely the one to beat, but she's not going to offer a lot of value. I'm going to go with number 7, Portrait, as my top choice. She's 7-2 morning line. She has upside for trainer Brad Cox. I think that in this race, she's going to be following the favorite. Finite's going to be stalking the pace. Portrait's going to be outside of her. And hopefully it comes down to those 2 in the stretch. And I'm hoping that Portrait can get past Finite and produce a very mild upset over the 6-5 favorite. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, make some comments in the comment section. Who do you like in the Silverbulletday Stakes? Go over and read my Kentucky Oaks blog at therunawayhorse.com. And that will wrap up this video. I will be back to look at the Lecomte Stakes.